Good evening. Today is Wednesday, the 28th of July, and thought I'd do a quick video just kind of going through some of the credit repair companies that I've worked with over the last many years since I've been dealing with identity theft. And unfortunately, I have experience with quite a few. So I thought I would at least kind of go through and rank them based on my experiences. And I won't include the credit game since I'm currently going through that process. But I do want to include the others. And again, hopefully in a way to help all of you to make decisions on what credit repair company you really should use. So let me start with, I'm going to go to the bottom. The first company I'll start with would probably be the Awesome Life Group. It's a shame because Brandon Weaver seems like a very nice guy, but his company and their services were really horrible. All I can tell you is that the help that I was hoping to get from that program was really poor. I had a customer service supervisor or manager or director get involved in my case, seemed to be very, very sincere about trying to resolve my issues, only to find out after all the pomp and circumstance about how they're going to help me out, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that, they did absolutely nothing. I found out that 2 months in, nothing had been done actually. Nothing had been done. They said, we're going to call the bureaus on your behalf. This is horrible what happened to you. And what did they do? Nothing. Nobody was called. I'm not even sure the inquiries were done. So I paid for their Identity IQ program, which they are certainly were making a referral. I'm sure they're making money on referrals there. I also, had paid for their program. It was a monthly fee that I was paying, and didn't see any results whatsoever. None. Anything that was taken off my credit report was through my efforts or my attorney's efforts. That's it. It was nothing to do with them whatsoever. So I would say the Awesome Life Group is not awesome. I wouldn't use them at all. Brandon Weaver is a very nice guy. Maybe it's a good idea to watch his videos, maybe learn some things there. But I think he even gives you the opportunity to, hey, look, use the 69 letters, which is not enough, by the way. The 69 letters in and of themselves are not enough. It's much more than that. But you can use his letters that he'll provide you, or use his company. My suggestion to you, don't use either one, because I think the letters are outdated. I think the credit bureaus will probably have gotten used to those and pretty much ignore them. But using their company, I could not recommend it. By the way, they had a turnover in staff too. Like, I recognize everyone's having a turnover in staff over the last year and a half, 2 years. But their turnover staff was happened too frequently. So especially when talking about someone's credit profile and they don't know where they left it, I wouldn't recommend the Credit Life Group whatsoever, the Awesome Life Group whatsoever. I would say Lexington Law would probably be next, because Lexington Law, it's a drip process where you're paying a monthly fee, and then they're sending letters on your behalf, and it takes a little bit long time before they actually get you into the system. They start generating letters. So typically 2 to 3 weeks before anything gets sent. So here you are hoping that something's going to be sent right away, and it doesn't happen as quickly as they tell you it does. And so at the end of the day, what did they get removed from me? I think I had one item removed. When I went back and looked yesterday, because they did mention some of these credit repair companies yesterday, I went back and looked, and I mean, my experience was just not very good at all. I had one item removed in maybe 5 or 6 months. I think I was paying $100 some odd a month for the services, and I was not getting anything at all. So I could not recommend them at all. So I put Lexington Law. I think the people are nice. I think they mean well, but I think their services may be a little dated, and again, that didn't work either. I would say probably next would be, so 5. If I was go 1 through 5, I'm not sure I have 5 people yet, but at the bottom I had the Awesome Light group. I couldn't tell you to stay away from them even more than I'm telling you. Do not go there. You're just wasting your money and your time. Then next would be Lexington Law. You're wasting your money there. I also did Credit Sesame too. Credit Sesame, it seemed like it was an easy process. It seemed like things would get done. Nothing happened whatsoever. That didn't work out. I got nothing done. It was a complete waste of time. So maybe I should flip-flop the two between Lexington Law and Credit Sesame. But that was just not a good resource either. I did use Crown Credit Pro. People were nice. Initially, the guy who I was talking to, I can't remember the gentleman's name, they would get back to you. Sometimes it would take you a while. It would take them several days to get back to you, but they did get back to you. I didn't have any results from them either, and you're paying a lot of money, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, I think. They paid $1,500 for their program, and they say they can get everything done in 90 days. Well, 120 days later, I had nothing removed. Nothing was removed. So I would not recommend going to Crown Credit Pro either. I know a guy by the name of Credit Plug, really nice gentleman. I know he refers them. He's got great information. I'm not going to knock. Look, I'm only going to tell you my experience. I'm never going to badmouth anybody just for the badmouth. That's just not what I do. I'd rather lift someone up instead of tear them down. But I got to tell you, the credit, not the Credit Plug, but Crown Credit Pro was not very good at all. But Credit Plug, who recommended them, he's good. He provides awesome information regarding credit cards, just a bevy of ways to build your credit. He's really, really good at what he does. So nothing against him at all. I think he's great. But Crown Credit Pro, who he refers for credit repair, they were not very good. Nice people, but their services at the end of the day did not get it done. So Crown Credit Pro, I would say the credit, who is it? Not credit. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why I'm drawing a blank with this one. But I think the credit repair company that has been probably the best outside of using the credit game, elite deletions. I think it's creditrepair.com, I believe, is the site. I'm not sure why I'm drawing a blank, but they were very, very good compared to the other ones. Now, were they fantastic? No, but I can honestly say that when I've used them, I've gotten results. So they were very, very helpful, and they probably did the best out of all the credit repair companies. They had great follow-up. The customer service, you can always reach out and get a hold of someone. You can always go into the portal, see where everything's at. You can look at your what letters have been sent. You can look at your game plan, find out where your credit score is. The only thing I don't like is their updating of their credit score. It takes a little bit longer than one would like, but I do believe that they do a great job of providing you access, seeing where things are. It is a drip process, but it's a better process than Lexington Law. So I do recommend them more than I would any of the others. So short of using an attorney really for the credit repair companies, again, I'm leaving the credit game out of it, the Lambo program, elite deletions out of this discussion. But the attorney in the areas that they could get involved in, I think that was helpful. But you're going to be stymied still unless you take them to court. I've had to go to court a couple times. I've been able to prevail and get those items off. But and lucky in those cases, I didn't have to go and actually go to court myself. I was represented by my attorney, and that seemed to resolve it. But I would say that putting all the credit repair companies aside, the best way to repair your credit, taking away all these other companies, aside. Again, I'm not going to list the Lambeau credit because I've had some really good results with them. But so far, still a ways to go, but so far so good. I would say yourself. I mean, the most results I've gotten in terms of trying to get these doggone identity theft items off my credit report has come through my own efforts. Through my own efforts were the best results. Everyone else I've tried, with the exception of, like I said, I'm leaving the credit game out of it. My results have been marginal, with the exception of creditrepair.com. They've been good, but not all the others. I think your own resource, because if you're dogged on these issues, and I was dogged, you'll make sure that these items are being addressed. You watch the letters. I actually was FedExing documents. I wanted things to get there fast. I didn't want to wait. Oh my gosh, one company I've got to mention that I think is really good. I can't believe I forgot this. Is Credit Secret. Credit Secret, they actually were very good. I would say that they are ranked higher than creditrepair.com. They're not doing it, you're doing it yourself, but their letters and everything I thought were extremely effective. They have a laundry list of letters you can do for inquiries, for collection removals, whatever you may have on your credit report. They have a letter to address it. They were by far the best out of all the credit repair resources. Again, leaving the credit game out of it, because I do think the credit game, their resources, what he has is the best in terms of the industry, his knowledge, his experience. I really do feel like it's really the best. But if you look at all of the companies, Credit Secret, and they weren't doing my credit repair. I was doing it based on information they were providing me. They were number one. Number two would be creditrepair.com. Number three, I'd say, would be, it's kind of a really, honestly, 3, 4, and 5 between Credit SESAME, Crown Credit Pro, actually 6, Lexington Law, and the bottom is the Awesome Light Group. Now, I will leave the Awesome Light Group on the bottom because that was my worst experience. So they're at the bottom for me. But all the others were pretty tepid, with the exception of creditrepair.com and Credit Secret. I thought they were really good too, in terms of really giving you good information. So hopefully that's helpful. One other thing I will say too, if you are someone, I love cars, I love fast cars, and with that you get tickets. I would encourage you that if you want to keep your insurance rates low, always get a ticket lawyer. I'm not going to give a reference to anyone because I don't have any, but I've always contacted a lawyer to deal with my driving tickets. And let me tell you something, my insurance rate has remained low as a result. I've had, I was going very, very fast, and it was going 99, and the police officer was very nice and took it down to 75, but that still is going to take my points way up. So I hired a lawyer, and they turned that into a parking infraction. So I've had that happen a few times, so I do think that that's very helpful. But there were times, though, where honestly they were in the wrong. I shouldn't have gotten a ticket. So, but I do appreciate lawyers for being able to handle that. I think they do a really good job of helping you through that. So anyway, just another piece of advice, if that's helpful for you in any other way. Always get a lawyer when you're dealing with a traffic ticket, a speeding ticket, specifically. Get a lawyer to handle that for you. You will not regret that. So anyway, hope that was helpful for you. Again, top of the list would be Credit Secrets. Number 2 after that would be creditrepair.com. Really 3, 4, 5, and 6. The bottom is the Awesome Light Group. They're the worst. The second worst is the Lexington Law. The probably Crown Credit Pro. They were at least nice, so I'm going to put them on the bottom. They were nice people, but again, the results weren't there. Credit SESAME was not very good, so I'd rank Credit SESAME below the Crown Credit Pro. So, but that's a lot of money to spend and get no results. I'm sure I've probably spent over $6,000-7,000 of my trying to get my credit repair, not to mention the attorney fees I've had to deal with. So look, I hope no one ever has experienced identity theft like I have. I probably could write a book on things you want to do to try to prevent that in the future. But look, I hope that anything I'm saying is helpful to someone, because I know the comments I've gotten have been really helpful to me. So I really appreciate your comments and really kind words too. Thank you so much for your kind words. And look, if you want to subscribe, I'll provide more data, more information. And I promise at some point I'll get better at YouTube. I probably need to get my son to help me with that. He's 10, and he's far more gifted than I at computers than I. Not everything, but he's really good. He's really gifted. Very smart kid. Love him immensely. Love my daughter too. She's extremely gifted in a myriad of ways too. She's the wonderful drawing. They didn't get it from me, but at any rate, so I'm really happy about being able to provide any information I can to help any of you. So thank you so much for just listening. Hope if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And let me know through your comments about what information I'm providing, if it's going to be helpful to you in any way. Thanks.